Welcome back to the channel, Natsu here once again, and this time around we're gonna discuss the new balance patch that is coming for USB Salvation. Keep in mind that this patch, they're saying that's gonna be on March 19, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So depending on your area, it will be maybe a different time. But you know, it might be the 20th of March, etc., etc. But just you know that this patch is coming on Sunday or Monday, depending on your region, right? So having said that, please like and subscribe. It will help a lot the channel. Please. It helps a lot, believe me. And that way I can get monetized and provide more videos like this for the community. Anyways, let's start first with the general changes. Now, before I go a little bit further, I want to explain that there's some wording that is kind of weird, and I try to go over, read it, and I don't understand what they're trying to explain. When I get to those areas, I will try to say, hey, it's super big. I don't know what they're talking about here. But anyways, backstepping in general, this is kind of like a nerf. Some characters or almost every character in the game, right? When they do a backstep, they avoid certain projectiles like Ghiaccio, any form of attack. And keep in mind that Ghiaccio projectiles are low projectiles, low to the ground. So sometimes I have seen it that the backsteps avoid low attacks, even though they're not saying it over here. So they want to remove this option from the backsteps itself. Now, I'm not sure if they're trying to say that they added a hurt box, which it seems that is the case, but it's weird that it takes them so long to do this. Now, when I say direction of counter, they're talking about when you do a super that is a super counter, right? Sometimes, let's say that the counter, when they get hit by the counter, they should be going forward after the animation of the counter, right? But sometimes it's happening that they are going backwards, the other way around. So they are trying to fix this for this to get to avoiding this from happening in the future. Guard break. Now, this is something that I was always amazed that they didn't add it before, because the thing is, guard breaks, when you do a guard break in this game, there is no damage reduction. Now they're gonna add that. So characters like Kosaku, Kira, Josuke Part 4, they were super good at breaking guards. Also Johnny from Silver Run, he can also break guards. So they're adding a damage scaling to that after you do a combo after a guard break, which makes sense. Now, this is the part I don't understand what the heck they're talking about. Like, damage received during skills that don't cause the victim to recall. Damage received during skills that don't cause the victim to recall. Allow damage taken during rebound protection. I'm not sure if they're saying that when, for example, they use the example of the tackle of Jonathan Joestar, which is the shoulder tackle, right? It seems that again, I don't understand what they're talking about. It seems that sometimes when you use another move and you got hit by the tackle, there wasn't damage added to the move. So it's kind of weird. Damage received during attacks that do not cause recall while in resolve mode. Again, kind of weird. Not sure if they're talking about the trying to fix an issue with armor moves or something like that. I don't know. Recoil caused by leg sweep attacks. Short animation leading and speed up the transition to down state. This was changed due to certain attacks that allow additional attacks on downed opponents to fail due to recoil invisibility. So this was changed due to a certain attack that will allow additional attacks. No. It seems they want you to recover faster after doing a hard knockdown with the sweep. Again, it's kind of weird. It's something I need to test that out when it happens. Now, this is something I'm really happy about: the pivot line and collision detection. These two things go hand in hand. What this means is that sometimes when you're doing a combo, and this happens a lot with Baoh, if you're a Baoh player, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes, especially around the corner, or if you play this game and do a juggle, as certain moves when they hit on the corner, they don't align with the enemy, and therefore you miss the combo or the combo gets dropped, right? And what's gonna happen is now that it should align. The game should align the both enemies, or both players, so the combos will not drop, and also avoid situations where the normal will not hit because the game was saying that, oh, you're not aligned with the enemy. So good thing to see they did that. Crouch and recall animation. This is a bug that was with stylish guard. Sometimes when you use stylish guard, the recover will cause the crouching recall animation to trigger. So they fixed that. Now before I go with character changes, let me show you here because this should have been general area also. I don't know why they put it all the way at the end. No, I want that. Okay, so yeah, character DLC, blah blah blah. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Assist. This is a big one, guys. Adjust uses of assault assist and reversal assist. All of this assists over here got nerfed. Reason why I say they got nerfed is because all of this assists, all of them, had the following thing. They could be used 2 times in a round for combos or offensive options, right? And also in the same round they could use 2 combo breakers, so they could break a combo for you if you got in a combo, right? So they remove some points. So for example, Hol Horse, the assist. When I say assist, I imagine it will be reversal assist because you can see it over here in Josuke it says assault, and that will be the first one. And you can see that you will have 2 assault assists but 1 combo breaker. In the case of Josuke, and this is a big one because Josuke is I was gonna do a video about the top 5 assists in this game as it is right now, and Josuke was gonna be number 1 if you guys didn't know. But now they made it so that the first you only will have 1 assault offensive option with this assist and 2 combo breakers. That is like a big nerf. That's a super big nerf. In the case of Narancia, you will have 2 offensive assists and 1 combo breaker. Fire Pushy, which is an assist that I don't see people using, but it's a good assist. And that assist will only be able to use 1 combo breaker. Not sure why they did that. I don't think it merited it because some characters, it's not like Josuke. Like Josuke was super easy for damage, right? Then we had Diego Bragano, which is the Dio from Stable Run, right? And a lot of people, especially top players, are been using him. So now you're only going to have 1 combo breaker. It's kind of funny because they want to align all the aura assists, right, to be assists that doesn't have 2 combo breakers or 2 assists or 2 offensive assists, right? So yeah, also they made a change which I think it should have been done for the first day, is that adjust cooldown time also assists are usable again, but this only affects 4 assists that only have 1 combo breaker option. So shorten the cooldown of reversal assists of character who reversal assists have 1 use. See, so for example that would be like a Koichi. Now it will be also a Diego Brando because he's only going to have 1 combo breaker, etc, etc. Okay, so let's go with the character changes. So for example, Joseph Joestar, his dash 4 is going to go faster, so I already thought that his dash 4 was really good, but now that's got buffed. Also the Sender Overdrive is his projectile. They buffed the projectile. They don't explain if it's for the light version or the medium version or the hard version, right? So it seems it's across all fireboards, including the Hamon one, the EX one. Extended pushback on hit, so it's better to use in block strings. It's harder for people to punish you. Decrease projectile speed. That is interesting. This could change combos in a big way, or maybe it will help combos to be more standardized. Overdrive barrage, that's his aura move, right? Increase forward motion, makes sense. Sometimes the combos will drop because the motion going forward is not the best. Shorten recovery period. Not sure if that's gonna make it the move harder to punish, or maybe neutral, right? Improve usability neutral in combos. Kind of weird option to do this. Now Dio Brando is Dio from part 1. The same thing, dash 4. He's faster now. Crushing hard attack, which they say is strong. That's the sweep, guys. That's his sweep. Increase forward motion, so it's a better footsie tool, for neutral. Not sure in combos how that will go. I remember. Useless. Reduce the number of button press required to receive damage increase. I think this is the grab in the no actually is that's yeah that is the grab in on the floor when there's OTE. So what this means in few words is if you press the buttons less, you will get the max damage. The same thing of I suck you dry. Also reduce the number of button presses. There must be 5 or 6 wrists broken. Now this one over here is the one that for example if you the launch power increase to prevent infinite combos. I think this is the one that he does like a the standing stand bottom, the R1 in PlayStation. It's gonna launch them way farther, but it's gonna be a better normal, right? Because for example, shorter recovery period, so you're gonna recover way faster. Increase the launch, even though the launch power is getting increased, right? I think because the shorter recovery period is bigger, you're able to follow it better and do maybe some mix-ups after that. But who knows, right? Speedwagon, the back step got fixed. That's what I'm talking about. I got hit by when I was using him. I felt like his back step, the recovery was too big, but now it seems they fixed that. That's the only thing. Now you can see over here say Clacker Boomerang. This is not for Robert. This is for Joseph. Again, like I said, this balance, this passion is kind of weird. The way they did stuff. I think they translated and screw it right. Now, what's happening over here is that now you're able to do the following combo, and this is the way they explain it, right? If you do the Reka, which is like the bolas that go 4, right, and do the follow, which is the overhead, right? Usually it will do a ground bounce, right? The way that I set up now. But now, if after you do the overhead, and he's the ground bounce, and do the clacker, which are the fireballs, but EX version with Hamon, you're able to do the launcher if you have the meter. So what they're talking about is like they providing the option to cancel the clacker boomerang EX to the launcher that is a EX move also, which is down 4 R1 if you're in PlayStation. So that's what it means. Now this is gonna do more damage, I believe so, and more combos options. So again, it seems that CyberConnect want to make John Joseph top tier. Lisa. Now this is a big one. They changed a lot of things. Standing heart attack, increased duration of attack hitbox. This means that it's more active, right? So it's better for neutrals and combos because sometimes that move will whiff altogether. Jumping from normal attack, which is the heart attack. This is kind of interesting because they say shorter attack activation time. I'm not sure if this is going to mean that you're able to do instant overheads, which will be interesting to see her doing that because she can do jump cancels from her attack on block or hit. So yeah, blasphemy is pro skill. Okay, so these are her knives. Something I explained when playing Lisa that I found super annoying is that her knives is the same angle, and now it seems that she's gonna throw more knives. For example, me attack throw 2 knives, front attack, hard attack try do 3, right? And you can see the damage got buff. 14 damage for it seems that each knife will do this damage. Interesting. Alter the speed of throwing projectiles. So the speed is going to change. That's something that was kind of weird, that the speed was the same across the board. The only one that I found super fast was the EX version, the Hamon version. Now, this is interesting. Alter landing recovery times. Increase for medium attack, increase greatly for surround attack. Improves utility and neutral combo from non-Hamon version. The change to slam recall enables follow-up into special from this attack at close range. Wait, the change the slam recall enables follow-up into special. I'm not sure if they're trying to say that after the knife, you're able to do a normal in the air, or if after a normal in the air, you're able to do a knife. So, for example, all you need is carry with the follow-up from the live version. Increase horizontal launch force. So that means it goes for better, the launch, but also prevents opponent from flying in the opposite direction in some situations. I have seen this happen It's annoying. Again, this time they want to fix the issues of combo dropping because not getting aligned correctly. Now you pick a bad time to test me is the follow like again, all of this technically what they're referring is they buff the Rekas because otherwise I'm gonna be all day over here explaining Lisa Lisa. For example, the medium follow-ups, right, come out faster and also creates a ground bounce. So, for example, what is it? I will regret. Now triggers a slam animation even against. Oh, sorry, this one. I think it's the second hit. When it says slam, it means it will slam them to the floor. It won't do a ground bounce. And it's also include if you're in the air. So in few words, if you cancel this into her super, right, you will be able to combo because it will be OTG, because that super can be used as an OTG. Now, the Snake Muffler, which was another move, actually they changed the way that her moves hit. Now that I think about it, the medium version, the follow-ups, because the medium version has another option that was also overhead, and that one also created a ground bounce, but it says. It will now slam even against airborne opponents, right? Improve usability in neutral. Attack now hits if the opponent guards against Hammond Chain, initial key, and then dodge or jump. Again, they want to make it so that people cannot jump easily in the stream because it was annoying. It was, like, to be honest, all her other moves were useless in those Reka series. Also, the grab that she has got more forward movement going. So if you try to do a backstep, you will be, it will grab you, right? And it goes like that, right? Like, and this is another thing that I want to talk. The cancel Hammond Chain recovery. So let's say that you do the Rekas and you finish the Reka, right? In the recovery of that Reka, you can go to the Great Heart Attack, which is a counter super. See? So interesting, they changed that. Now, when they say smooth as silk and futile, these are the moves that she does like a command forward dash. You're able to cancel two special moves now. If you do the version that does the dash forward and does the jump, you can do air moves, air normals. Sorry, special moves in the air now, instead of only using normals. That was the way before, so now you have both options. Good change. Now Cesar, I'm sorry guys, anybody that like Cesar like me, Cesar was one of the characters I used in Vanilla. See the jump special. If you try to do the jumping, super jump, right, doing backwards and to the bubbles, you're not able to do it. Remove that to use the bubble C, bubble launcher. Reduce the direction on projectiles, extended landing recovery. Again, this move got nerfed. Let's see how nerfed it got, but this could make Cesar a super bad character for these changes. Hammond kick, they make the speed of the activation less, so it doesn't go out like almost like a DP. Increased landing recovery time when guarded, so it's gonna be way easier to punish it. Increased difficult hitting with the skill and the punch window for missing it, blah, blah, blah. Increased number of hits, increased damage, that's a buff. When they say increased number of hits, it's kind of funny because they want to make it so that it's easier for you to cancel to super, and they explain this over here. So yeah, gliding bubble color is the one that has the, if I'm not mistaken, the bubbles in the air. So the projectiles comes out faster and shorter recovery period. Again, that's a buff, but I think these two changes and also part of the changes over here will affect Cesar greatly. But we need to see. Esidisi, think fast, you drain more health. The end. Wanuu, I bend backwards. They make it so that they, again, both of these buffs are stupid. They should have received something better. I mean, besides this, something else, right? Increase the size of the follow-up kick hitbox, so sometimes the kick will miss altogether. Now that's not gonna happen, according to them, right? Sortenham. I'm not gonna read this because, to be honest, what happens over here is that, in few words, they fixed some bugs that were happening with the character. For example, you use a reversal assist with the character, has that assist a reversal assist, a combo breaker. Now it has a hit stop. Fix an issue where the KO while being sent from the explosion will disable assist in the following round. This was a bug, and like I said, bugs. Now, Mariah is interesting because I don't know about this one over here. It seems like a nerf, but at the same time, it might be a buff. It's kind of weird. This is the power plug that she puts on the floor. Maybe video gaming on the comments below can say, hey, that's good or that's bad. I don't know. Because when I say extended time until deploy, power socket banish. Extended time until deploy, power socket banish. So I'm not sure if they're saying that the power socket is going to stay longer there, and she will be able to move afterwards. Not like it's right now, because she does the snap, and the power plug appears, and once the power plug vanishes, she can move then. Again, not sure what's going to happen there. If that's the case, that's a super buff. Sorry, but you have to tell now, that is her knives. Keep in mind that her knives, her projectiles, she can throw it in the ground and also in the air. What's interesting is air normal attacks can now perform after activating skill during forward and straight jump. So this means that, for example, if you're a Mariah player, you're gonna jump forward and they block your normal jumping, you can cancel it really quickly to a knife, and they need to block the knife, but after the knife they need to block another air normal. So we're talking about double overheads. Chemically wise, not sure if the gap's gonna be that big that you can do a side dodge or maybe mash in between like a DP, but it will be interesting. Not what I'm expecting her to get, because I think she needs more damage, but it seems they want to make her so that she has more ways to open you up. Iggy, it's kind of funny. I'm happy with the changes they did, but I think he needs more stuff. So for example, Haha Soccer is his counter. This counter is only available when it's in stand mode, and to be honest, it's the worst counter ever, because once you get hit by the counter, right, Iggy will kind of be in stand mode again. Like he goes when he doesn't have the stand. But now they made the change that after a successful counter, the stand mode stay on. Thank God. And now you can do flash cancel, so you can do like combos afterwards. So that's interesting. And as they have it is the jump he does at the dog, right? I'm happy about this change because even though they reduce the invisibility period, increase the time the attack is active, may attack rebound away if it guarded, can be cancelled to aerial dash. So I hope that this means that you can do good mix-ups afterwards, because it will suck that after they block that and they mash it, if they mash it a jab or light and you cannot do an attack, then I don't see the point of doing this, because otherwise it will be, oh, you block that, I do a air backdash, something like that, right? To make it so it's harder for me to get punished. But I think Iggy needs more options to mix people up, that instead of being safer. I hope that makes sense. Sorry guys, Joseph Joestar. This is the old man, right? This is kind of weird. This is a soul assist. It's a bug they need to fix. The same thing reversal, but Hammond Override is the chop that he does. They remove the Hammond damage of the property of the move, right, and made it so that it builds more meter instead of damage to vampires or pillarmen. Not sure about this, but at the same time it makes sense. But if you see the move, it has the sparkling of Hammond, so it's kind of like are you gonna remove the spark? Because if you do it the EX version, it makes sense to leave the Hammond damage. And they're only talking about the weak, medium, or strong, so light, medium, and hard. So yeah. Now, John Polnareff, this ability is the one that he has in stand and can reflect projectiles. They make it so that it activates way faster, because to be honest, super hard to use that as a projectile reversal. I'm happy for that change. My secret weapon, Jericho. This is the move that he used as a projectile, and before he did like a ground bounce, but you cannot do anything afterward unless you do like a Roman cancel. And to be honest, like that's super weird doing that move for that. It's not worth it. That's what I'm trying to say. But now since the opening flank, and this made me wonder if in the corner it will allow me to do combos afterward. If that's the case, that will be interesting to see all together. and I hope that is the case. Off come the armor, the level 1 super. They made it so that you cannot be in this mode all the time. That's okay. Hol Horse, come and get us. This is the move that he throws the bottle in the air and does and shoot it out, right? And when he shoot it out, the puddle man, the hangman will appear. Sometimes, even though it wasn't intended, from what I explained over here, is that they will have different puddles at the same time, and it can get activated almost every time. So they want to avoid that to happening. Josuke breakthrough beat you up. This move they fixed it so it goes a little bit more. Instead of going more forward, it will stay more in the same area. So that way the combos will be easier to hit airborne enemies. The follow-up to meet my homie missile, right? They increase the damage, which is kind of funny. I guess they wanted to make people use more that follow-up. It makes sense, but also they improved the damage, increased the damage to his level 2, so it's kind of interesting. Koichi plus G96. I have no idea what you're talking about, right? But they nerf him, just the stand mode, crashing heart attack, the one that's a sweep. They made it so that it has more recovery time, so people can punish you better. This is a character that doesn't have that much range, and you're nerfing that one of the tools that has best range and one is best normal. So I think it's gonna hurt him maybe in the long run, but let's see, right? Shingeki, guys, to be honest, this is a crap patch. No, for Shingeki, for example, standing strong attack, crouching strong normal attack. Those got more hits and supposedly more damage. Don't come any closer. Make it this is a bug fix because something the enemy will be seeing to another place when you hit them with this. Don't estimate harvest. This prevents the disappearing from reaching the edge of the arena. Sometimes what will happen is if you're in the corner, right, and you do that move, the harvest will whiff altogether or disappear, which is annoying, and therefore your combo will have been dropped and you get hit. This is a bug. No point of talking about that because this is only for Switch, and they fixed the bug. Jotaro Kuyo. This I will imagine for Jotaro Part 4, not Part 3, because we're talking about Part 4 characters over here, right? But they're saying, standing medium normal attack, right, is now a high attack. Short the attack activation time to make it better for oh my goodness. for interrupting people or with punishing. All user mode, one stamp. This is something funny. Like when he's in user mode, that means without the stand, and stand mode, with the stand, right? So they shorted the landing recovery of everything. The aura specials got more damage across the board in this case. Yukkako video gaming might gonna be happy because of this changes, because now I think she's gonna be top 5, guys. Jumping medium normal attack, enlarged hitbox, bro. Her hitbox is already big. What the heck are you talking about? Love the looks. Drains less meter. Increasing number of throw hits while mode is active, so more damage. You should head. I'm not sure about this move. I think this is the launcher that she has when she does down 4 and heart attack, I think. Which is kind of weird because adjust the hitbox to move accordingly to reflect move animation. The move no longer hits opponent directly above. So if you jump neutral against her after a knockdown, she won't be able to hit you. It seems weird they did that. I mean, it makes sense, but right now that move is really super busted. But whatever. You dumbass. Increase on recovery time when guarded. I think this is the DP. I might be wrong. Akira, they fix an issue with his with Tin, so it's a bug fix, so don't worry about it. Okay, Giorno. So Giorno, this move is when he's in stand mode and he has the stand out, golden experience, right? And if you have the opponent down, he will do a stomp. So they made it so that now since the opponent flying even when they're down, so they're gonna. It's, I'm not sure why they do this because when you see this over here, remove the ability to cancel to great hard attack and special moves. So it says improve usability in combos. Maybe they're trying to make it so that it's better in certain scenarios, but before you could use it for, extra damage or setting up or stuff, etc. etc. It's kind of weird. Now the weird skill is when he's in Stamo and he does the DP. There was a combo that I forgot the name of the YouTuber that showed that you can do like almost 6 weary skills depending on different parameters, and they make it so that this will not happen anymore. They buff Cold Request experience regarding certain things, like for example dashing. Adjust the possible time to cancel forward and backdash to be earlier, so you can cancel faster now to air dash. Crushing medium attack during red hot attack effect. Increase forward motion, so it's a better normal now. Increased time attack is active, again better normal across the board. Decrease the speed of attack activation. Can you escape destruction? Okay, so this is the projectile. They decrease the speed of the fireball, right, or the projectile in this case, right. May attack not guaranteed to hit when cancelled into after an aerial attack is guarded. I do this all the time, to be honest, guys. Not sure if what they're gonna do is that they're gonna be like a delay. People can do a side dodge or use a normal dodge or whatever, right? It's interesting to see if they go the route of making so that you're not able to use it after an air move, after air normal. Then that is a big nerf, to be honest. Made the projectile revert to brush when in the ground. This is only a combat exchange, so there's nothing like, like you're not gonna be like, oh, that means that he cannot use the move again. Yes, he can use it, which is weird. Now, Guido Mista has some changes that I want to see them live because it's gonna be weird. So, for example, places everyone is when he, if you have played with Mista, right? Or has seen gameplay, you will notice that he can put his bullets, his stands, in different places in the stage, right? So what's gonna happen is that this will work now in conjunction back and forth with time to get to work, which time to get to work is when the stands go inside the handgun, right, the revolver. So it seems that you will be able to change in between on the fly. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So like what I'm trying to say is because they say allowing for comboing. When bullets are deployed when placed everyone, it's now possible to activate time to go work and load the stand into bullets and vice versa. So it's kind of weird like how that will combo because it's technically both of these moves are moves to set up your next attack. Well, for example, the time to get to work, if you have the stance inside the bullets, right, you will be able to do the when you shoot the bullet, right, it will do more hits and you're able to combo afterwards. In the case of places, everyone is the one that if you put the stand and then shoot different places, you will be able to change the trajectory that is normal for the bullet. So again, it's kind of weird. Bruno, I got you special. This is more like a buff fix. It made it so that instead of using the same move 3 times, I mean more than 3 times, and not dropping now, it's gonna drop. So again, it's a nerf. Devil, they mean Diavolo, by the way. See, this is what I mean with all this stuff. Diavolo got nerfed, guys. He got nerfed. I'm gonna say it first. He got nerfed. 4 step, which is the forward dash, and back dash, which is backward step, made it so that they delay the time to become invincible. So they want to make it so that when you knock down Diablo, right, Diablo players like to do smash the back dash or forward dash or whatever, right, and they will be able to get away with murder because you will never able to punish him if you're doing a dash, right? So it seems that if you you do a knockdown and set it up correctly like a meaty, now if they try to do a backdash, for example, they will get hit. User mode, do this mean standing normal attack, standing hard attack, reduce the knockback and hit, but also make it so that it's way easier to punish. So what this means is that you might need to either cancel two special moves to make yourself safe, because otherwise you will get punished. Crouching hard attack or crouching strong attack, right, is the one that does the launcher. They made it so that it's gonna launch enemies more forward, because CyberConnect found it that you were getting too easy damage, right? Because if you're using that in a combo, usually what happens is that they will stay stuck in the same place. So now it seems that you might be able to need to do like a micro dash in between those crouching hard attack or crouching strong attack. Jumping medium. They nerfed this move, guys. Shrunk hitbox, shorten the duration of attack hitbox, so that means less active frames. Reduce aerial offensive ability. So they say no, we don't want that. So what they're trying to say in few words is that you need to time it in the air correctly, otherwise you're gonna get hit. Stand mode, jumping medium, normal attack. They buff this. Increase duration of attack hitbox, improve usability on neutral. Stand mode, jumping hard attack, may attack hitbox appear faster. So it's better as in neutral. Passive time shorten the knockback on hit from weak. Yeah, they shortened the knockback. So this might be a little bit of a buff, because this means that if they shorten the knockback on hit from weak and medium versions, right, this means that it's easier to well, the way they're putting it over here, it will be easier to combo afterwards if you do a flash cancel. But over here they say increase punishment for being guarded, so they want to make it so that it's not safe now. This is the end. Added some homing on the opponent. This is to avoid the issue that sometimes happens with teams not aligning correctly between the players. Time 100 US. Fix an issue where sometimes uncommonly possible. Yeah, this is a bug fix. Narancia, bro, this is a big nerf for Narancia. His stand has a hurt box. Finally, it took them almost 10 years to do this, guys. So Aerosmith gonna be able. You're gonna be able to hit Aerosmith. It seems now. User mode, standing, medium, normal attack, increase duration of attack hitbox, improve usability. So his user mode normals got buff. For example, user medium, crushing medium normal attack, increase duration, increase for launch power. But this is the thing. Like his normal when he doesn't have the stand are better. But when he has the stand, bro, they nerfed those normals. So for example, stand mode weak, which is the light one, increase recovery time, so it recovers later. Standing medium normal attack, decrease speed attack of the activation, increase recovery time. So you can see that they got nerfed. The same with the hard attack. Stand mode, crashing, weak, decrease. Remove the ability to cancel with weak attacks. What? Wait, to cancel. So you cannot do crouching low, standing low? Oh my goodness, that's wow. I make you switch shifts. This is a move that when you call Aerosmith and Aerosmith go 4, the stand goes 4, and it passes the enemy. You can do a follow up, and that follow up, depending on the button, right, will do the different things. In the case of this follow up, what's gonna happen is the one that hits several times in the back. So sorry guys, I forgot this. That would be the case for this move over here. The I make you switches is the normal fireballs. They say adjust fire angle, so I'm not sure what angle they're gonna change, right? So yeah, they change the way the stuff work with others, the follow-up options. When they call Aerosmith, like the one I was talking about. Blast off, increase launching force. This seems that they wanted to make that move better for combos, but yeah, I think this is the one that does the explosion, if I remember correctly. Now Trish is another character that got buff, guys. She got buff. Crouching, when she doesn't have the sand, crouching medium will do a ground bounce. Where is it? Now makes a bounce, opponent rebound. See? Crouching hard attack, Increase the number of hits, make attack hitbox appear faster, increase damage with the force of a vice. This is kind of weird because I tried to look the name of that move in the command list. I never was able to find it. So I'm not sure which move they're talking about there, guys. I'm sorry. Now something soft is even more because this is the guard thing, the wall that she creates, right? And that wall itself, I found it really blah. But they made it so that increased number of hits, increased damage, and you can see when canceling off of a guard, this allow canceling. So, for example, if you hit them with that now, right, you're not able to cancel to the super or even do a flash cancel. Another thing they did is that, for example, if that hit when you do the guard cancel, right, instead of doing the last damage, if they're gonna die because of that damage will get nullified. And they explain this over here. Spicy Lady is her aura. But what's interesting, right, about this is that they say now makes the opponent rebound, but they say chain recall animation from the final part. Now the only version that I found that has a variation is when she does the aura in her stand mode. So maybe they're talking about that version over there instead of both. Crush skills. This is the one that she does like do the enemy a crumple with the stand. So it seems that she appears faster because sometimes I will do a combo with her and I will whiff because of that move wasn't the best in that regard. So now it shouldn't happen, right? That's what I'm getting taken out today. This is her DP. So her DP got buff. That means that now she will be able to use it her reversal, so that's good to know. Again, this character got super buff. Make any material soft. Oh, this is an Asia. I'm happy that they changed it because sometimes when you get hit by a combo breaker, the stand will be left out of position. So yeah, Ghiaccio, will you lay it off? This is his overhead when he's in stand mode. So now he will have more recovery time. This move you were able to punish it, guys. But now they want them to be not that free. Your Frozen Solar is when he doesn't have the stand, right? When he's on stand mode and does the cloud, right? That is the cloud. This is the name of the cloud. So shorter recovery periods. I'm not sure if this means that you can now also do other stuff like after that quickly go to stand mode after a hard knockdown and do a new kind of setups. It will be interesting to see if that happens because in that case it will make the character way better. Black Risotto. Guys, if you don't know, Nero is black in Italian. Oh my goodness. Anyways, fun fact: he got nerfed. Guys, he only took three patches. The reason why I say he got nerfed is because Assassin Style, the one that he does, the jump forward, right, and also the one that does the backward jump, right, and also the backdash using the stand, right, which allows him to do like getting invincible. All of them are slower. In the case of the forward arc, the one that jumps forward, they alter the jump arc. This can mean that all our setups as a Nero player are gone. Maybe, not sure. Also, crushing medium, reduce forward motion, nerf. Jumping weak normal attack. Now they change the recall now. Extends the opponent flying. I think they want to compensate what is happening with him making his air normals better in combos. Because you can see jumping strong normal attack, which is jumping hard attack, and large hitbox. But I say that that's too good. Let's enlarge the hitbox. But you can see over here is increased launch power when hitting an airbow opponent. So maybe you can send them way higher now in the air. Let's see, right? You can find anywhere in the world. Iron, bro. This is the counter. They nerfed it. Like the attack short recovery made it easy to repeat, making it easy to gain an advantage even at long ranges. Reduce the attack repeatedly, making it necessary to pay attention to the opponent. So yeah, weak attack greatly extend. So now you need to use different, maybe the medium, or maybe something else. I don't know. because they want to punish you for trying to mash the counter. Control arrow with the 510 meter. This is the one that people hate, the unblockable. But you can see over here say remove ability to cancel after the unblockable attack other than flash cancel. I'm not sure if they're saying that you cannot, if sometimes in the corner, or depending on how, depending on where you are in that stage, right? You can follow up after the unblockable with a normal attack. It seems they removed that, and if you want to do that, you need to do a flash cancel. And if that's the case, that's a big nerf. Assassin that no one could find. This is weird. I don't remember the name of this move. I think this is the one that does the low attack, or maybe the knife in the middle, the dash 4. But if either of those are the move, right? It's a extended knockback on hit, shorter recovery period. If it's the low version, this is a great buff. If it's the hard version, which is the one that has the knife, it's kind of odd because that move was really good because it does a wall bounce. So I think this is the low version, actually, the light version. But whatever. Joylne. Joylne got buff in a weird way. Her strings barrier, the trap makes, has more hits. When she's on stand mode, crushing hard attack launches better. And that's it. Anasui got nerfed, guys. They nerf his stand buttons, but they buff his normal buttons. Also, another thing they did, right, is that you can see over here weak, crushing weak normal, reduce reach, alter animation, but you can also see that in stand mode, crushing medium normal attack, alter animation, extended reach. It seems they might have swapped the buttons, maybe. Short your trap is the special normal, which is the command overhead. So they made it so that reduce upward launch power of hitting an airborne opponent. So this might mean that instead of using that move like 2 or 3 times in a combo, now you can only use it maybe 1 because you will not be able to send them higher, if that makes sense. You're in rage, reduce damage, bring skill damage more in line with orders. Dive. Okay, so dive is the when he's in stand, he calls diver down, right, to attack from different angles. They made it so that decrease the speed of hitbox spamming and the hard attack because they found that in neutral that move is really good. So they nerfed that. Made the rush part only trigger if the initial part hit or it was saved. Oh my goodness! So this means that the if the attack didn't hit the first hit and only only did the other hits at the end, you're not able to do stand rush. That's the big nerf, bro. Go to hell is the one that when he's in stand mode and jumps, and diver down can do like an overhead. So instead of doing a ground bounce, it's gonna do a slam animation. It's gonna put it on the floor. I think this is a nerf for some people, or it might be like whatever, because some people doesn't use this move that a lot. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. They went hardcore with Anasui. Now I think it's maybe A tier or B tier. Who knows? I need to test him out. Gyro got nerfed, but not that big of a deal. For example, crouching medium attack, reduce forward motion, the same as crouching medium for Nero, hard attack, crouching with Koichi. So they want to remove those kind of normals that can be super good, which I think is a bad way to go with those normals because this game has an issue that the normal sometimes feels kind of like it doesn't have reach. Steel ball. Oh yeah, this is another nerf. Sometimes when you're fighting against a Giorno, right? I mean, sorry, a Gyro. When you hit Gyro and he had thrown the fireballs, he will have a free combo breaker because he throw the fireballs and you're gonna get hit, and then it's his turn, which is annoying. I don't understand the goal speed mode, the delay, the no rebound timing. I don't know what they're talking about. Scan skill. This is part of the thing of fixing the collision things. Now the second hit will be able to hit correctly. This I didn't know. This is the when he throws the fireball in the floor, and then the tornado appears. Uh, you need to do two sides dodge, right? It seems that it should have been only one side dodge. I don't understand they changed one more. This is the his level one super. It say keep the damage reduction adjustment to 50%. Improve usability in combos. I don't get it. Is this if is are you gonna give it like a damage scaling now or what? I don't get it. Diego Rando, which is Diego for a Civil Run, and funny enough, uh, he got buffed but same time nerf. So for example, crouching medium. It says now sends the opponent flying. Usually that happens. They get stuck in the same area, but it seems that you're gonna move back so that it moves forward. I just cancel timing. Now cancel it from the second hit instead of the first one. But then it says improve usability in combos. Again, this is something that I will need to see it to believe it to see how it works because I think this might be a nerf, but it might be that it's a buff actually. My speed is supreme. This is the four Monchong has more, which is weird because that poke has range. When you say you flinch it, this is something interesting because this is the one that he dashed for and do attack. But now it says now triggers change recoil animation now trigger dropping to the ground. Okay, cool. So they go to the ground, but now it says eliminate a collision during movement, allowing dashing through the opponent. So you can dash in between the opponent. So that means that after a hard knockdown, I'm able to call dinosaurs and then do that move, and it will be on the other way around without jumping. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. If that's the case, I think this is a big buff. The Gosh skill got nerfed. So let me explain. If you do the weak version, you can only combo from a medium attack. If you do the medium version, you can only combo after they had done a hard attack. If they have done, and this is when the hard attack version will combo if casted from a special falling to the ground. I guess they're saying in juggle. I guess, and they shortened the invisibility period. So nerf. Keep in mind it's invincible when you have corpse parts, but if you don't know about that, I think it's after the second corpse part. You still use it useless. This is the one that he jumps for and hit you with a tail. This is a move I use a lot because people don't know how to deal with it because it cross ups, etc., etc. But now you can do it in the air, and that's gonna be super wonky dealing with that. Even though this move on block is not the best. Okay, so Baoh. Baoh got nerfed, guys. So, for example, this is Baoh style, shorten the no rebound period. I still don't know what the heck that means, so whatever. Baoh melting as a phenom. That's the grab that usually they end their combo. But you can see that when you block that, it's super hard to punish. So they make it so that increased landing recovery time when guarded. Also, the break thunder phenomenon is the one that has the ball of thunder. This is a buff in actuality because it says enlarge the hitbox so it can hit opponents who dodge at point blank. This was something that I've seen people do it. But yeah, that is the balance patch. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this balance patch. Are you excited about it? Or are you afraid of the changes? Also, are you excited for for the new characters coming? Let me know as always in the comment below, and let me know also what character you think is gonna be the worst now and what going to be the best one, based on the changes they put over here. So anyways, see you next video, and like and subscribe as always, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.